on the right-hand side. Quickly spotting, of course, Cross was still upfield. McCarthy was quick to move into position, and now Cross providing cover for McCarthy. It's all working very nicely. That's Papi Zotwani. He was a player with plenty of skill.
Oh, what a player.
Mthethwa. Cross. Lepo again with a bit of room to maneuver, and Zama comes across. Well, they did well to keep it in. Now, players in the middle waiting to see what's happening here. Munyani, Lepo, that's a decent ball. Not attacked though by the front runners, and that'll go away for a goal kick. And a scowl on the face of the skipper. The defence is being breached here.
When you speak about the defence, Kaizer Chiefs coach was really expecting Richards Bay to have a low block, and indicated that he's probably looking for that individual creativity from the players. And you can see the likes of Ndlovu wanting to play in the half spaces, but Richards Bay are just so compact with that low block. It's a little bit difficult for them to crack.
They're getting traction out wide, but it's a different story inside. And when the crosses do come in, there's been perhaps a lack of someone getting onto the end of them.
I think hence I'm looking forward to seeing how Ighodaro will fit in there. I think a top striker who can play within the box.
And who'll be grateful for the kind of service that has already been supplied into the area.
Yeah.
I think that could be a very good signing for Kaizer Chiefs. The transfer market only closes on the 22nd of September, so there's time for everybody still to strengthen their squads, and they'll have a good look over these weeks now to see where they need. This is Shabalala's shot. Now McCarthy tracking back, caught Gumede late, and that'll be the first yellow of the night. Beaten for pace, not for the first time, it must be said.
I think if it is that he can sense the danger quite early, readjust himself very well, because he knows that maybe with pace is not that great. This time around he's caught unawares very late, tries to go for the slide tackle, completely misses the ball and catches the player. But I think he's been really outstanding. This is McCarthy, and he will be judged in terms of the number of tackles that he makes, the precision when you're going in for those tackles, but also we've seen a good range of his passing, 45% in the last 2 games.
Passing's been outstanding. He's got a lovely foot, lovely vision. We saw an excellent crossfield pass there for Lepo as well. Gumede strikes me as being one of those players that a club like Richards Bay might find hard to hold on to come the end of the season. He's quick.
Yeah.
So Zotwani in discussion with the fullback. There's Gabadinho Mahango as well, who we can expect to come off the bench at some stage. There are a lot of coaches out there. I think Mahango said to his teammates, let's you and us go and warm up. They've got a bit of a centre-back crisis at Kaizer Chiefs, with Dortley and Simango still out with injury. And McCarthy, by all indications there, might have just tweaked the hamstring.
Yeah.
Reeve Frosler would also be an option, I suppose. He could play almost anyway. No, change him is the word from Dave Milner. McCarthy is going to play no further part. They're going to have to bring on a replacement. There's Zita Quinica as well.
Yeah.
That came off Monyani, I fancy. Should be a corner. The referee didn't strike me as being too convinced. He was looking at the body language of the players, and Kaizer Chiefs in a way almost gave it away. Monyani was resigned as he walked back to his position, and then the referee pointed to the corner. I might be doing Mr. Bambiso a disservice, but it looked like that. He has Nzama to take it. Chiefs starts at 10 for the moment. So curl towards the penalty spot and over the initial attackers. Nzama trying to trick his way, gets the left-footed cross in, perhaps not as strong as the right. Quinica will be the change coming on from McCarthy. We can see that from our vantage point here at Soccer City. For the moment down to 10, they'll just want to keep possession. And Tetwa's gone into centre back momentarily. Those little hamstring tweaks, you inevitably are going to make it worse if you carry on playing.
Yeah, I think a good decision from him. That's McCarthy. Actually quite impressed because sometimes you just think a bit of strapping can help you to just soldier on and probably wait for halftime. And the more you extend yourself, the bigger the damage.
Well, Quinika's still not on, so Tetwa continues in the holding role at the back there. Oh, that's a bit shallow from cross. And it leads to a turnover, and maybe not the right choice from Gumede for Mahala, with a bit of space available to Nzama on the inside. Ilepo to Trele. Crossing, plenty of space here on the left. Crowd want an earlier pass to Shabalala. They have a point. Up against defender Vilakazi now. Cross. Looking for Shabalala. Gets a little push there from Tetwa. Referee says play on here. Chiefs appealing. So Chiefs are back to their full complement. Zita Quinica gets the captain's armband as well. That's interesting. And McCarthy up into the change room where Dave Milner will get to work on that hamstring. Young enough to recover quickly. A little too short for Shabalala. Taken away by Tembu, has it back again. Puts his defence under a bit of pressure. Mahala, the new signing from Highbury, played Highbury, of course, from the Motsepe Foundation Championship. Although Mahala didn't actually play for them last season, but he was on the books. He's having a real rough time here at the top level. on his own up front. This will be a foul for Chiefs in favour of Ndlovu.
Tough midfield battle there. Mthethwa has been really, commanding that central midfield with the likes of Uzikali just sitting next to him, just barking the orders. I think it's been very difficult for the likes of Ndlovu to find those spaces.
Shabalala on the edge of the area. Too many men in blue around him, and he gets stripped of possession. Bundled over in the process now. Stolen away by Clare. He's looked outstanding so far tonight in terms of winning the ball back and also just slowing things down and distributing it out well. Clare. Cross. Right-footed ball inside in search of Duba. Munyani again. Shabalala over the top. Well, they've had opportunity tonight, Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah, very impressive, I think, especially when the likes of Munyani get involved in the attack. There's just more numbers, a lot more mobility in terms of movements. Lilepo getting involved this time around. It's combination plays, triangles, and they're keeping the shape where exactly you want them to be. Shabalala finding himself at the top of the edge. But a very difficult shot to get through. There's lots of bodies in front of you. That's why you probably had to lift it up a little bit and get it on the half volley.
You wonder, Richards Bay, given their current situation, if you offered them a 0-0 draw, would be probably happy to take the 1 point back with them to KwaZulu-Natal and just reset for their next encounter, which is going to be at home to Chippa United next week. Also a Tuesday game. Chippa, by the way, still 1-0 up against Galaxy. Durban City leading Golden Arrows 1-0. And Polokwane City leading Siwelewele away by 1-0. Orbit College 0, Sekhukhune 0. And here, no goals either. 5 matches tonight in the Betway Premiership. Ndlovu. Mthethwa released from the shackles of helping out in the defence, showing us a bit of his flair and attacking ability in the middle. This will be a bit of a blow if Nzama has to go off. Ronnie Gabriel and Papi Zotwane have to make a bit of a plan now. Looks like the other Nzama, Thokozo Nzama, is going to be the man who's going to come on. One Nzama for the other. I don't think we've ever seen that before in SA football. I think I might have got that wrong. Mbulelo Nombengula. It looks like he might be coming on. Well, let's put one Nzama for the other.
I'm even surprised that Tikazi is not one of those players to be first up as your sub in that almost like for like position.
He was really one of the top players at Royal AM. Vilakazi. Marlon Nzama continues. He's just come over onto this right-hand side now, presumably so they can make the switch. Seems to be pushing forward unencumbered. Mabue, Zikali, and Tetros shifted back a little bit. Bit of pressure now. And then Zama goes up for the header. He's got to chase on here. He is limping a little bit. Just going to aggravate whatever affliction he suffered there. Muscle strain of some sort. So, Zama to go off. No, excuse me, Gumede to go off. Gumede. Oh, that is a big blow. Gumede off, and Nombengula comes on. He's had just a handful of minutes on the pitch as a sub. 12 minutes in the first league game against Marumo Gallants. So a lot more game time now for young Mbulelo Nombengula. I thought that was Nzama, so Gumede got that completely wrong, excuse me everybody, but Gumede much more of a blow than young Nzama. Tele. Cross. Nacio Miguel. Quinica. Both teams now forced into an early change because of injury. Tetwa, Globo, that's a good ball in for Lilepo. On the left foot, gets it out wide to Shabalala. He'll tease, look to prize an opening. Very quickly aware of the threat of Shabalala on Richards Bay. Bit of space here for him, Tetwa. First touch was a bit heavy, he gets it back again on the edge of the area, and they will clear the away team. Quinica with a challenge, it's a head challenge there, and the game must stop. Coming close to half time. Might have got an elbow on the back of the head there, Mahala. He's lucky, Quinica, we don't have VAR. It might be have been a little bit worse for the Chiefs defender who's just come on.
He's one of those defenders that actually get away with a lot of murder. Don't know how he does it, but of course, asserting himself physically, and sometimes, I guess, with those kind of duels, it's always difficult for the strikers concentrating on the ball and cannot see what's happening behind him. Sometimes you can get a whiplash from that, and those are really, really painful.
And I'm sure the coaching staff happy with the game plan, but maybe not so much the execution.
Yeah. I think more so for Richards Bay in this case, even though I thought 15 minutes of their approach was good enough. A high sort of press, not allowing them to go from the back, but they've done the right things correctly in terms of just denying Kaizer Chiefs the spaces behind that they like to run onto, forcing them to play a little bit more narrow, which now forces the likes of Ox to then play those balls in right through the middle and try and get the likes of Lilepo. Blocking that first pass forward on the cross is important to them. Yes, they've allowed them to play and switch flanks, but no real danger where it matters the most.
Tere. Three minutes have been added on at the end of the first half. Play on, says the referee. Now, a rare foray forward here for Richards Bay with numbers. Mtembu. Play on again, says the referee. Lilepo's calling for it. Cross looking for it. Zama battling away. He's come across onto this right-hand side. Now it looks as if Munyani might be the player down on the far side. And the reason why we have another stoppage just before the break. Yeah, it is Munyani, and if they are to lose him, that's a real blow. That would mean severe shuffle of the lineup. Paseka Mako would be an obvious replacement. So we do have confirmation that Aiden McCarthy's affliction was a hamstring, and I think that was pretty clear from the outset. The confirmation of that from the chief staff. So, are we going to get a goal before the break here? Mahala up in the air. And Globo helping out in defence. Nombengula was in there as well. This is Duba, Shabalala, Duba again. Taken away by Zikale. Duba on the chase. Ref has a look at his watch, Mr. Bambiso. It's a matter of seconds now. Again, far too much of the ball shown, and now Lilepo. This surely the last opportunity of the half for Kaizer Chiefs. Onto the edge of the area. Can he square it back? Good cover defence from Mtetwa. Is there time for this corner? No. Whistle blows from Mr. Bambiso. That's the end of the first half here. So Kaizer Chiefs with the chances. Richards Bay, Amanda with a solid defence.
Solid defence indeed from Richards Bay, but very much impressed with Kaizer Chiefs dictating terms, controlling the tempo of the match. The likes of Tele getting really much involved in terms of just making sure that they have full control of the game, but much more intensity in the final third, a little bit more decisive as well where finishing is concerned.
Be interesting to see A, what tactical switches are made when they come out for the second half, and B, personnel changes, if any, perhaps not immediately at the start of the half, but not long thereafter, one would think. And for the moment, no goals here tonight at Soccer City, while there have been some elsewhere around the country in the other four Betway Premiership matches which are on tonight. Richards Bay side giving as much as they are getting here at this wonderful cathedral of